What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We're here recording live from the mothership, and we are back with this Southampton career mode. Now, I've been away. I think the last 3 weeks is the last episode for the Southampton career mode. I had some issues. I don't know. I posted it on the community page, whether you saw it or not. I don't know. I had some issues with my laptop, so I no longer have a laptop. I had to wait. Got a new PC, so I got a new PC now, which means everything that I'm able to do is a little bit easier. That little bit easier, I could edit quicker, I could render quicker. So these FIFA videos are a lot easier for me to make now, which means I could get them up a lot quicker, a lot more often, and I should be able to get them up daily. Just to the point, because everything is easier. But getting into the video, a huge transfer has been made on deadline day as Mohamed El-Younousi leaves for Manchester United for 38 million. Now, it's not a player I was necessarily looking to sell. You see, his form right there was bad. I'm not necessarily sure if I agree with that, but it says his form was bad. Wasn't a player I was necessarily looking to let go of.
Well, here he is, the top scorer in the league, the main feature of our match today, and it's live.
Oh, I think I wasn't even ready for that, but I thought let me keep quiet, let him do that thing. We're coming to a match with Fulham, but like I said, El-Younousi, not a player I was necessarily looking to get rid of. But in my career modes, I kind of have an unwritten rule, like this hidden thing where if a big team comes in for one of my players, I kind of just let them go. It's not necessarily all the time, but a lot of the time, if a big team come in, it's usually Barcelona. If Barcelona or Real Madrid come in for one of my players, or maybe Juventus, obviously Man City, and the English teams are a little less involved, if I'm in England at least. They're a little less involved, but for this occasion I kind of just felt, it kind of felt like something that, I wasn't too against it. 38 million we got into our bank as well. Obviously the emergence of Buffal was a big part of it, because Buffal's coming to the team this season and he's been doing excellently. Doesn't start in this one as a Nathan Redmond is starting on that left hand side, but we did get off to a decent start, creating the first chance only 2 minutes into the game as Lucas Vazquez came across to the left hand side and hit the post, just clipping the outside of the post right there, unfortunately for Lucas Vazquez, trying to play his way out from the back that time and almost making us pay is Fulham. Mitrovic with the effort from outside the box. Like I said, Lucas Vazquez, man, almost getting us into a little bit of trouble right there, being caught out. Defenders nowhere inside, obviously weren't expected to lose the ball in that position. Coming forward again, 62nd minute before another chance is created into the second half. Now Lamina is playing it into Lucas Vazquez that time, and his effort, it was played into a congested area of the field right there, and Lucas Vazquez was somehow able to get the shot off and actually find it into the bottom corner right there as we open the scoring. But I mean, a little bit back, you look at Fulham's back line right there, and it's just all over the place. It's a bit like how it's going for them in real life. Like, they just can't defend, man. If there's ever been, I've never wanted a team to stay up as much as I want Fulham to stay up this season. But it's just, I mean, I feel like me thinking they will stay up is kind of just wishful thinking. Because right now, they just ain't playing well. They just looking bad. But they're coming at us again in this one, trying to level the score. And the ball falls on the half volley right there, and a nice decent effort by the near post. Alphonse Areola not really going to be beaten right there, and that was all she wrote for this game. I mean, recently, I mean, you might not remember what's been going on recently. I haven't even realized, but I remember at this kind of period in time, I was kind of struggling to score at points. There was a lot of times where I was struggling to score goals, and I mean, we are the highest scoring team in the league. But this was a point where the goals kind of dried up a little bit. So to get a result, 1-0 victory, I mean, we will take it. The shortlist for the player of the month for January, which is it is January actually. They fixed it, isn't it? Højbjerg and Oriol Romeo was on it. Also, John Joe Kenny and Yannick Bolasie. An interesting list of players to be on that list. Aaron Martin, Arsenal defender, recently signed from I believe he comes from Espanyol. Espanyol, I think that's where he plays, right? One of them Spanish teams he plays for. I think it's Espanyol. New signing for Arsenal, but you look at their lineup and it's not the strongest. I mean, it's not the weakest. I mean, so a lot of people, sometimes you play against Arsenal. Arsenal are one of them teams where they tend to field some weaker players. And obviously Asano on the right hand side, but then they got Polino. I mean, Polino's probably pretty good in FIFA, but just real life, it's like, no, he ain't getting no ratings from me. But this is how we lined up to play against Arsenal in this one. Bertrand Traore trying to drag the ball around, create just a little bit of space. Brilliant first touch from Sofiane Boufal, taking the ball in his stride. And again, with the first chance of the match, we find the back of the net first. Well, actually, no, we didn't find the back of the net in the first chance of the last match. We created a chance, but we didn't find the back of the net. So that whole point was wrong. But coming away from home against Arsenal, we've always seemed to do well against Arsenal in this series up to this point. And it looks like we're getting off to a pretty good start to do that again. Brilliant first touch from Boufal, and it was almost Arjen Robben-esque. Like, you see Robben do that all the time, but on his left foot. Just keep going. Like, every time you think he's going to pull the trigger, it's one more touch to get away. And then you think, yeah, he's going to hit it this time. One more touch to open up that little bit more space. And then bent it into that far post, Boufal. We're coming forward again. Arsenal just can't really defend us as Højbjerg slides in. Bertrand Traore, his shot is saved. Falls to Lamina, shot blocked, and then falls to Lucas Vazquez this time, who continues his fine form, finding the back of the net once again. And we go 2 up just 20 minutes into the game. And like I said, we just seem to have the easiest time against Arsenal. And obviously, at a point of recording this now, just yesterday, Arsenal lost to Southampton in real life. Typical Arsenal. Typical. 22 games unbeaten, and then we lose it to Southampton. Poor defending again. I ain't even gonna go into it because Arsenal just pissed me off all the time. But they're coming forward again as they find Martin on that left hand side, crosses all the way to that far post. Brilliant save again from Areola. We found this left hand side again, and just causing all kinds of trouble, driving forward. He's got players to his right. He's gonna find one of them, Højbjerg, who finds Lucas Vazquez, who buries it. 3 goals in 30 minutes. Arsenal just being blown away at their own stadium. We've pulled up on the carpet and we're doing business. I was just thinking about this the other day, actually. Just, I don't know, randomly, like, I spent a lot of time thinking about how career mode could be improved. And this is one of the huge ones. Like, teams have to perform better at home. Like, there's really no difference to playing Arsenal at home and playing them away. There's no difference to playing any team at home and away. They perform the same. Teams need to be better at their home grounds, especially a team like Arsenal, who the Emirates is somewhat of I mean, we have a good home record, you know. So if I go to a team like Arsenal, if I go Stamford Bridge or the Bernabeu or Camp Nou or wherever, Old Trafford, Anfield, these teams should be performing, especially if I'm Southampton, like, it should be damn near impossible to beat them. I'm just keeping it real. Especially if I'm playing on ultimate difficulty at Anfield, it should be damn near impossible to beat them. And that's exactly what I want. Like, I want it to be damn near impossible. I don't want to be coming to Arsenal and blowing them away. Like, come on, man. I want it to be a bit tougher than that. But that's just one of the many things that could improve career mode. Teams need to do better at their home grounds. It's not something that happens. But right now, 53 minutes into the game, not a huge amount happened since we made it 3-0. Mkhitaryan coming out right there, obviously scoring two against Southampton in this game just gone. But Arsenal, at this point, 67 minutes into the game, all they're looking for really is a consolation. But they have had chances, and another one right there, another brilliant save from Areola. But then coming down the other side, as you see, we give away a penalty. And that's, I don't even know if I mean, it looks like Mkhitaryan's going down easy, I guess, but I don't know. Something about that one just doesn't sit right with me. It just feels like it was such an easy, it was just given away so easily. Lacazette steps up, puts it straight down the middle, gets himself a goal for the day, and that was all she wrote for that one. So we did pick up the 3 points. Unfortunately, we couldn't get another clean sheet in this episode because obviously being the highest scoring team in the league, we're not, the defensive side is not the same. Like, that's one problem we've had this season. I mean, in the first season we didn't really have the same issue. We were defending pretty well, but this season is kind of, in order to score all the goals we've been scoring, we've had to sacrifice defensive work, and I don't want to have to do that. I want to be a strong defensive unit, so I want to focus on getting a few more clean sheets. We're playing Manchester City in the FA Cup, a team who we've struggled against in this series so far. Buffal, Almiron, Dada, Lamina, Vasquez in the midfield. Gabbiadini leads the line. Back four of Klein, Hermoso, Rodriguez, and Chilwell. And this is our Manchester City lineup. Manchester City always with a strong lineup. Midfield three of Fernandinho, Thiago, and De Bruyne. Front three, Mahrez, Jesus, and Sane. And then the back four completed Gramado, Alderweireld, Company, and Walker, and Edison in goal. It's a strong lineup. Man City always come with a strong lineup. And like I said, we've had problems with them in this series. Still yet to pick up a victory against Manchester City. They've just been tough, but they give the ball away in a dangerous position right there, and Almiron punishes them. And now we could say, again, for the second time in this episode, we score with the first highlight of the match. Another early attack. We do that really well. If there's anything we do well with this team, we get out the gates firing. And this one was a brilliant finish from Miguel Almiron, bending that one into the far post. Matches, it's a poor header from Alderweireld right there. Nice little interchange from Almiron and Gabbiadini. Almiron gives it to Gabbiadini, gets it back, and look at the bend, look at the finish, look at the finish from Almiron. The Paraguay international really I mean, he's always been pretty good for us. About midway through last season, he really stepped up, and now he's really pushing for a starting position as Buffal makes his way into the box. And Sofiane Buffal, who again, I can only really say good things about so far this season, puts it over the bar and really should be doing better. I mean, looking at it now, I could have probably pulled it back for Gabbiadini, but in the moment, wasn't really looking at that tunnel vision. Just should have done better with the finish. Didn't even really need to pass it. Just should have done better with the finish. But we're all over Manchester City 24 minutes into that one. Lucas Vasquez should be doing better. Probably should have taken a touch and went across the goalkeeper. But it didn't work out like that. Need to make this pressure pay off as it's crossed into the box. And Gabbiadini's header way over the goalkeeper's crossbar. But early on, like I say, we are putting pressure on them. 35 minutes, Manchester City wake up a little bit and smell the coffee, coming forward, trying to put some pressure on us. Klein is caught out as Gramado has all the space in the world, finds it at the back post. And Riyad Mahrez, his acrobatic effort, never really going to find the back of the net. Not only is it acrobatic, but it's acrobatic on his right foot and then at the near post. I mean, asking for a bit much to find the back of the net from that one, but Manchester City from the corner work it all the way back to De Bruyne, crossed in. Hermoso not enough on the header, but eventually it falls to Mahrez, and this time the acrobatic effort is on his left foot at an open goal, and we are made to pay. I mean,
and he was there to put
maybe I'm nitpicking looking at the defending right there, but I mean, maybe Hermoso should be doing better with that header. Just get more on it, maybe head it back out. But then the rest from there, a little bit fortunate deflections. Mahrez in the right place at the right time. Hermoso can't get his head on it. Alphonse Areola couldn't get back up to save the rebound, and Mahrez gets Man City back into this game. So still looking for our first win against Manchester City of the season. And right in the stroke, right after half time, Mahrez does it again. Mahrez steps up. He says, you know what? We're keeping this record against Southampton. We ain't losing. Not only are we not losing, we're going to step up and get ourselves into the next round of the FA Cup. Really, the run, it's just precision. I'm not going to blame myself. I'm not going to blame my players because you look, Chilwell is on Mahrez. It's not like he's left him completely open. He's on him. He's dived at the feet of him, but the passing was just a bit too precise. Finish too precise, clinical from Manchester City, and now we're working to get ourselves back into this game. Worked out by Lamina, it comes back to Lamina, and he forces a great save out of Edison right there. Captain Lamina for the day, of course, brilliantly pulled back from Lucas Vasquez, and another little bit of an acrobatic effort. Maybe he should have let it drop a little bit and been able to volley with his feet planted. We get on the end of a Man City pass and we're able to work it across. Lucas Vasquez has some options, plays into the box. Oh my God, what's this man doing? What's man doing? That's a horrible challenge. It just is. 54 minutes on the clock. I mean, he should have. The keeper was coming out. The angle was kind of tight. Almiron is on form, but you can't go in doing that. Alderweireld is sent off for this one. You see, they're going to bring on Denial. Riyad Mahrez isn't going to get a hat-trick in this game. penalty for us. It's down to Gabbiadini to pull us back into this game. Will he do so? No. Saved by Ederson. Penalties, I ain't even going to go into it. Keep a save, way too many penalties. They kind of just know where you're going like 80% of the time. Probably a little bit less, maybe 70. But we're not letting that get us down as Bertrand Traore came off of the bench and found the back of the net. And that was his first touch of the game, finding the back of the net right there. As Lucas Vazquez, another assist. And it's kind of just fired in at that near post. Too much power on that shot for Ederson to deal with. He saved the penalty and it went through the legs of Company as well to boot. That's just a little bit of an extra challenge for Ederson to deal with. We're back in the game, back in the FA Cup tie. Manchester City coming forward and De Bruyne is just powering that one.
This was beat.
Jesus Christ. Right now, the way I reacted to that is the same way I reacted to it when it happened. Kind of just sucked all the energy out of me. Like, again, I'm not going to blame defending. Because that is so good, it's not even realistic. It's not, look, one touch to roll it out of his feet with the right foot. And with the same foot before it even touches the ground. With all that, it's not realistic. But I ain't even going to blame FIFA. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Coming forward again. All the space in the world. Almiron firing one. Good save from the keeper, but we're running out of time now. I was looking to play it either left or right, but defenders never came out to me, so I had to take a shot eventually. Got a corner, 86 minutes into the game. We're running out of time, running out of chances. Lucas Vazquez puts it into the box onto the head of Bertrand Traore, who off of the bench has come to score 2 goals for the team. He is the hero of the day. He's been our hero all season, and he's done it again in the FA Cup this time. Down 3 times, no, not 3 times, down twice, because we did take the lead. You're going to see it here from this freeze frame. I mean, typical EA, it's not over the line right here, but as they advance, you're going to see the ball does cross the line right. It does cross the line. All the ball was over the line. And we get a draw, which means we are going to go to a replay for the FA Cup next round. Who will advance, you'll see in the next episode. For now, to make PSG debut, who is our next game in the Champions League. But I was looking at that thinking, what? How ridiculous is that? That I'm pretty sure PSG signed Pablo Fornal last season, and he's only just going to make his debut. And I guarantee you he wouldn't make his debut if he wasn't playing against us. They've only decided to play him because he's playing against us. FIFA's broken, man. FIFA's broken. Career mode is broken. But this is how we look at the end of the episode. We are, what's that? 4 points clear, sorry, of Spurs with a game in hand over them. It's looking real good, but we still have a long way to go, people. We have a long way to go. A lot of these last few episodes, well, no, sorry, a lot of the next couple episodes have been recorded a long time ago, so as I'm watching them, don't really remember, as is the case often. But I've recorded a lot more episodes that are ready to go out. It's gonna be daily uploads for this series, for hopefully for the foreseeable future. But also, like I said, it's a lot quicker for me to edit and render, and just I can record a lot more in bulk now that I've got a gaming PC. So I've been asked about starting a new series. Obviously, we're going to keep the Southampton series going because a lot of you are enjoying this one. I'm enjoying this one. It's going to be a long-term series. Nothing's changed on that behalf, but I am going to bring a second career mode. Usually that hasn't worked for me in the past, having 2 career modes at a time, because I haven't had the time. It's like I haven't been able to keep it up. But now I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm like 90% sure it won't be too much of a problem, because like I said, I can edit these videos in more than half the time it took on my laptop. So the time that I would have taken, I could just put into doing 2 videos, 2 different career modes. But I am going to put some polls and stuff on the community tab, so you guys can let me know what you want to see regarding that series. Whether you want me to start with the transfer window activated or not, the percentage of money increase, just stuff like that. I'm going to be doing polls, so keep your eyes open for community tab. And on top of that, I'm not sure when it will start. I'm thinking to wait until after the January transfer window closes in real life, but I might do it a little bit earlier than that. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'll probably title this video New Career Mode, just to get you guys in here, get your ideas. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Join me tomorrow. Southampton, Karima. We're gonna wrap up season 3 and get started on season 2. Damn, this is season 2. Wrap up season 2 and get started on season 3 as soon as possible, and kick on with the season, yo. Scared. Peace.